This is what happens when John is up late on a Sunday night and then sleeps half the day away today, recovering from Double or Nothing last night. I forget to hit the live button twice in StreamYards. TikTok got me for a whole bunch of time, but you didn't. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Monday Night Live here on WrestleScope TV. I'm your host, John. We are in the midst of watching hour number 3 of Monday Night Raw. And as always, as always, please remember to like this video. It helps out a ton. It really does, whether you're liking on TikTok, on Instagram. No, I'm not on Instagram. On YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitch. I'll get it right one of these days. Oh my goodness. I think maybe I need to drink more of the Harry Cherry Ale here to get myself going. But it really does help out with things. And my goodness, we've got 100 people in TikTok right now. Wow. Okay, Michael Gillis, hang on a second. Double or Nothing was complete garbage? You've got to elaborate on that. All right. It wasn't the perfect show, but it wasn't garbage. Good evening, Lucas, and good morning, Louie. Or is it good morning? Yeah. TKG, I'm glad you ended up getting the pay-per-view. I ended up getting it too. I feel bad for people that were watching on the Bleacher Report app. I guess there was a lot of problems last night. Bleacher Report on Roku TV worked fine. No issues at all. I'll say this. AEW needs to have some conversations with those folks over there and say, listen, we cannot have this stuff happening anymore. You guys have got to get your stuff figured out, because people are going to be ticked off here in the United States. If they don't have cable, if they, cut the cord, don't scissor me. Don't scissor me. No, we're cutting the cord. If you cut the cord and you don't have cable like me, we are reliant on other apps like that. So, wow. Ike and Rock is agreeing with Michael Gillis. No storytelling. Wrong people won the Owen. See, I missed. Tony taking the shot at Money in the Bank. Okay, so first of all, storytelling. There was storytelling last night. You have to remember, it's not in the way that WWE does storytelling. They're different. I disagree that the wrong people won the Owen, because you're going to see storytelling coming out of this. If you watched my prediction stream on Saturday night, you'll realize that they did make the right decision, because they're going to put Adam Cole and Britt Baker together on television, not in a Sammy Ty kind of way, not in a Miz and Maurice kind of way. And they're going to build that, they are the number one family of wrestling, and the number one couple of wrestling. And I still believe that this is going to open the door to Johnny Gargano and Candice LeRae coming in as early as this Wednesday night. Now, I'm just speculating. I don't know anything. This is the way I would do it. If I were Tony Khan, I would have been on the phone already to them and say, listen, come on in. Let's do this. Can you imagine that feud? That would be an incredible feud. No, you wouldn't call them the It Couple. They would be the first family of AEW. Okay. Yeah, it's hard to disagree that the number one couple is Becky and Seth. Really hard to disagree with that one. Okay, but I'm just saying, the whole thing with the Anarchy in the Arena, that was just the beginning. I mean, obviously we've had a long-standing feud with Kingston and Jericho. There is history between Moxley and Jericho. But what they're building to, first of all, you've got, Chris Jericho and the JAS is like, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. You have a certain timeline, And then you've got things that are going to kind of skew off. You've got Kingston and Danielson, which are going to skew off a little bit. Okay. And then you're going to have some other things happening. And what this is going to lead to, Britt Baker can't oh my, you're just trying to get me triggered here, aren't you? Britt Baker can't wrestle. Have you seen half of the crap that we get on WWE? Britt Baker can wrestle. Okay. Don't even go there with me, man. You are obviously not a true fan of professional wrestling, Michael. Are you? Anyways, we are going to end up with the Jericho Appreciation Society with Blackpool Combat Club and FTR at All Out. I've been saying it for a couple of weeks now, and I'm sticking that flag in the ground right now. Okay? Michael Campbell, thank you very much. Is she the best women's wrestler in the world? No, absolutely not. But she's way better. Okay. No offense to Anna Jay. She's way better than Anna Jay. No offense to Ty Conti, who, I've been a fanboy for a while. She's better than Ty Conti. Can't compare her to Paige Van Zant because this was Paige Van Zant's first wrestling match last night. But she's better than Paige Van Zant. Is she better than Thunder Rosa and Serena Deeb? That could be debated. I think all three of them are all kind of on the same level. Okay. Okay, back to us talking about streaming services. I agree. Fight TV is great. Unfortunately, here in the United States, they do not have the rights to AEW. It's Bleacher Report. I wish Fight TV would just have full worldwide rights to AEW because I'd go through them. I would go through them in a heartbeat. Blake, did they announce that? Hold on. Yeah, they're going through the card right now for Hell in a Cell. Yeah, Hell in a Cell is a B-level show. Sad thing is, I think In Your House on Saturday might actually be better. You get Mustafa Ali against Theory, but that's been a long building storyline. I think if anything, they will announce the Bronins, Nakamura and Riddle. Okay, this man, Ezekiel versus Kevin Owens. All right. Whose Cheerios did Kevin Owens piss in that he's getting buried in this completely stupid feud? Oh, they did announce a 6-person mixed tag match for Hell in a Cell now. We are going to get it. Tom Collahue was wrong. He thought it was just going to be Edge and Finn, or AJ and Finn against Edge and Damian. I get the feeling we are going to see Finn Balor turn on AJ Styles at Hell in a Cell. I think we're going to see it happen. Because it really doesn't look like Ciampa is going to be the third member in Judgment Day. I really don't think they're going to put a version of the club together in WWE. We're just getting this short-term thing right now is all. But I'm going to watch Hell in a Cell because I have Peacock Network, so I don't have to pay extra for it. Yes, TKG, it's Raw in a Cell. Because how many SmackDown matches are there? There are none. There is not a single SmackDown match in this pay-per-view. Is there? Wow, that's scary to think. Oh, you rewatched my live from last night? Yeah, I'm telling you, I was gassed last night. Michael, I think that would be an awesome swerve. Is AJ going in there? But it doesn't make sense. It really doesn't make sense. Finn going in there makes sense because it can be the whole. Well, he's been held down. He's been, you know, after becoming the first Universal Champion, what has he really done? What has he done? He has been held down so many times. He's the perfect fit in there, and the Priest and Demon tag team. Think about that, Damien and the Demon tag team within Judgment Day. Wait, Lucas, what are you talking about? The show they had on after AEW? The stream ended at the. Are you talking about the media scrum? Yeah, I watched through the first 5 minutes of Jade Cargill on that last night, and I was wiped out. I had to go to bed. And I slept until I got up once and then slept until 2 o'clock today, which is unheard of for me. But I've been running a really weird schedule and have been just exhausted and really just needed the day. YouTube took down what stream of the media scrum? Really? Yeah, Cody versus Seth should be the match of the night. And honestly, that needs to be the main event because you're not going to have Roman. You're not going to have Ronda. There could be an argument for the Raw Women's Championship triple threat, but I truly believe Seth and Cody as the only true Hell in a Cell match needs to close the show. That needs to be Marcus, I'm sorry, man. Sorry to hear that. Michael, the MJF story is far from over. So reportedly, I saw one report come out that, okay, it's been confirmed that he showed up right before the opening match last night. He showed up probably during the buy-in, went out and did his match, and give him a ton of credit. I mean, he went out there and put over Wardlow. He did the right thing and he put over Wardlow, but he left immediately after the match. And the report has come out now that MJF left the arena last night with Pat Buck, former WWE employee and now AEW producer Pat Buck. You think something's going on here? I don't know. And reportedly, hold on. He's come to humble himself. It is the Exalted One, Positive One, the inspirational leader of WrestleScope Nation, who, okay, I'm not actually going to bash him. He, for his very first time doing predictions, he actually did pretty good. He went 7-6 on the night, which is not bad. But your boy John went an incredible 11-2. Should have been 12-1. Should have been 12-1, but the whole MJF Wardlow thing threw me off. Okay, but yeah, how about we give him a round of applause for doing very good. I believe. Wait, why is Corey? Why is Corey Graves looking so solemn on television? What happened? Okay. Okay, Louis, I've seen a reference to CAP. What is CAP? What am I missing there? Okay. Anyways, okay. Positive one. Anything you'd like to say to your loyal followers?
Hi.
Hi. One of these days he's got to come up with something inspirational to say to you. All right. Going to bed? All right. Good night, buddy. Love you. All right. Should we have him back on for, should we have him do predictions? Oh, Create a Pro. Okay. Okay. So obviously there's a relationship there then. They are friends. Okay. Yeah, I just found it interesting though that that happened. Does anybody know what the main event for Raw is tonight? Did they even announce a main event? Did I miss it? All right. I don't know if I want to talk about this story. Yeah, I saw it pop up. Yes, Lucas, actually, he is a former NXT talent. He is currently an AEW talent. Jake Atlas was arrested last week, Monday, on a domestic battery charge. It doesn't look good for him. Okay. He was out drinking. Jake Atlas is an openly gay wrestler, and he was at the bar. Hold on. Let me get this. I don't want to get the story wrong here. I want to get the story correctly. According to PW Insider, and this isn't the full story. Okay. Jake Atlas and his longtime partner engaged in a verbal argument, which escalated when Atlas became physically aggressive. The report indicated that police responded to a domestic violence report at Atlas's home on May 23rd. Now, a different report I had seen said they were not at Atlas's home, that they were at a friend's home. But Atlas signed a no-contact order and was released on May 23rd as well. He's going to appear in court for an arraignment on June 28th. Let me see if I could find the original story here that I saw, because it had a lot more details. But basically, Jake Atlas was out drinking with some friends, and he had contacted his partner to come join them for some adult activities with a woman. And reportedly, Atlas was upset with his partner because his partner was showing more attention to the woman, and he ended up scratching his partner and just getting verbally abusive. Their friends were trying to get him to calm down, to actually leave, and he wouldn't, and that's when the police were called. So it's a tough situation. I've seen multiple tweets, and I don't know how many of them are true, that Jake Atlas has been, since his release from WWE, has been struggling mentally, has been struggling with depression and some other things. And he has been down with an injury, with an ACL injury, since February. It's just manifesting here. I am not going to pass judgment on this at all. The initial reports, it doesn't look good for him. It doesn't. The situation could have been a lot worse, but when you are, bad things happen when you get drunk and you try going home with other people. Okay, I'm just going to say that. That's all it is. Bad things happen, and I hope Jake Atlas can get help, whether it's for his depression, whether it's for anger, if he needs help with drinking and substance abuse, whatever it may be. I just pray that his friends will surround him, and they will support him and help him in any way that he can, and that he can repair his relationship with his partner. But whatever, I want to see Jake Atlas get help. And what's sad is I'm already seeing it, and people just need to get off his back. I mean, first of all, there are people that are getting upset that, you know, his partner is getting outed in this story. Nowhere is the other person's name listed. There have not been any reports of the other person's name listed. Sorry, I'm just reading through a few things here. Obviously, there's going to be more to this. Oh boy, and let's continue on with the police blotter. PW Insider has now posted that Tammy Sitch is going to be arraigned on Thursday, or tomorrow, excuse me, on her DUI manslaughter charges and more in Florida. In case you missed that story, well, it's just another in a bad series of stories about WWE Hall of Famer Sunny. She was charged with DUI and manslaughter in the unfortunate death of a 75-year-old man in Florida following a traffic incident. Tomorrow afternoon, she will be arraigned. She's been charged with one count of DUI causing a death, which is DUI manslaughter, a third-degree felony, one count of causing death while operating a vehicle with a suspended or revoked license. That's a third-degree felony. 4 counts of DUI causing injury to a person, and 3 counts of DUI causing damage to a property. Considering Tammy Sitch's long history of issues, she's not going to get off easy on this one. She's not. And she's another one that desperately needs help. Her blood alcohol level was 3.5 times over the legal limit and had an open bottle of vodka in the vehicle at the time. The night before her arrest, she was found intoxicated outside a bar and was required to be taken to a hospital. She's another one that she needs a lot of help. She really does. I mean, just so many things have happened with her. So many bad life choices. Rich, I wouldn't call it a rough life. I mean, a lot of it is bad decisions she's made. It really comes down to that. You know, you can't blame anything else for bad choices you've made in life. Yeah, our Scott, you know, she needs to be locked up. She needs to be locked up, but she needs to get help. But she's been in jail before, Lucas. That's the thing. And it doesn't help her. The only way you can get help is be openly willing to get help. Way too many wrestlers have been arrested. Way too many. We seem to see so many of these stories, and it's terrible. Like I said, I really hope she gets some help. I really do. Okay, so I'm still wondering, does anybody have a clue? Let's get back to Raw here. What is going to be the go home main event segment for Raw for Hell in a Cell? Because usually Fightful Select is really good about tweeting out what the plans for the show are. And obviously with a long weekend and the MJF story and everything, they didn't post anything today. So, and I haven't seen anything advertised on the show for main event. Or did I miss something? I don't know. You'd think they'd want to do some sort of big angle going into this weekend, but we've already seen Seth and Cody. We've already seen, we've seen Becky, Bianca, and Asuka, which was a fantastic opening half an hour. That was incredible. The promo the Becky Lynch promo, the interaction with Asuka and Bianca, and then the match was great. I mean, that was a solid first half an hour to 40 minutes of the show. It really was. They kicked it off big. But WWE, as always, they struggle in that point where they get to like the 90 to 100 minute point of the show, and it starts falling off the rails. Yeah, Marcus, it doesn't sound... I'm not surprised that Top Gun Maverick did so well this weekend. People have been looking forward to that. I wanted to go see the movie. Just haven't had a chance. I'm not sure when I'm going to be able to go see it. I definitely want to. I know my wife wants to go. We just have to figure out when we can go. Haven't quite figured that one out yet. So, working on it. You know what? Let's talk about something positive here. If I could find my exact tweet. Let me find my tweet that I put out earlier about this because I want to. Oh, geez, I need to change my Twitter bio. Yikes. Where did I put it? Where is it? Here we go. Kazuchika Okada and his wife, Suzuko Momori, they are expecting their first child in August. So congratulations to them. And it appears Okada is going to be taking some time off, obviously, after the birth of his first child. So we could potentially end up seeing him at Forbidden Door, and that may end up being it for him. I don't know. But let me see something here real quick. I want to look at something. Let's see. Dominion. Oh, Dominion's coming up on June in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, which that may be one. I have never ordered a New Japan Pro Wrestling show before, but I may have to, because you've got Okada taking on Jay White for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. You know, who's going to be the one to come out of that match? Imagine if, I had thought that, wow, Liv Morgan picked up a win against Rhea Ripley. Holy cow. That's surprising. Imagine if CM Punk showed up at Dominion. Imagine that. Now, that would mean, Punk will obviously be at Dynamite this week. Imagine if he was not at Dynamite the following Wednesday and he went to Japan. He showed up at the Osaka-jo Hall and he appeared at the end of that match. Oh my goodness, if Tony Khan could pull that one off. Oh, Priest is going after Liv. Here comes Finn Balor. Is Edge in the building tonight? Well, the club's standing strong. Oh, okay. We're getting the club standing strong tonight. That means they're just going to lose badly on Sunday. They're going to. because either Finn Balor is turning or we're going to end up with somebody else as the fourth member. And Edge, you got to give him a ton of credit. He has been doing a phenomenal job of trolling wrestling fans on Twitter. Okay, we still don't know what our main event is tonight. All right. So, anyways, Dominion, you've got Okada versus Jay White for the IWGP Championship. Great-O-Khan and Jeff Cobb against Chase Owens and Bad Luck Fale for the IWGP Tag Team Championships. The Never Openweight Championship, Tama Tonga versus Machine Gun Carl Anderson. The KOPW Championship, Shingo Takagi against Taichi. That's it? Okay, they've got to be adding some more matches into this. They're going to have more than 4 matches on this, but I may have to, and I'm trying to think. I'm guessing Fight TV will have this. I'm guessing that'll be the case. But I think that's going to be one that AEW fans are going to have to watch that one, because obviously, you know, we've already had Great-O-Khan and Jeff Cobb show up. So maybe we'll end up with, I don't know, maybe we'll end up with FTR. You know, maybe we saw signs of it last night after the show. FTR came out to celebrate with CM Punk. Maybe FTR and CM Punk will get on a Tony Khan private jet. Not this coming week, but the following, well, in 2 weeks' time. And they will go to Japan and they will appear at Dominion. What can I say? We get Bobby Lashley and what in the main event? We get the Almighty doing what here? So this is going to be our go-home main event segment for Hell in a Cell on Raw. Wow. The contract signing for this is the main event segment. Wow. Talk about mailing it in on a holiday Monday. Holy crap. See, I've been saying it. It makes perfect sense. No offense to Hangman Adam Page. But looking at the pay-per-view, which is going to be the biggest international pay-per-view ever, when you've got 2 major companies coming together, who has more dream matches than CM Punk? No offense to Hangman Adam Page. He wrestled in Japan before. He was part of the Bullet Club. There's really not any massive dream matches. Punk, has he ever wrestled in Japan? If he did, it's been a long time. You know, Punk versus Okada, Punk versus Jay White. Though, again, I don't want a champion versus champion match, though. That's the thing. I would rather not have champion versus champion. I'd rather have something else, because champion versus champion, there's either going to be a screw job finish or one of these 2 champions is going to look bad. And I don't like either of those two scenarios. Okay. I don't want that to happen. I would rather have Punk defend the championship against somebody from New Japan that does not have a belt. Kenta, you could have GTS versus GTS. I'd be okay with that. If Jay White doesn't win, you know Jay White is going to be involved in some way, shape, or form at Forbidden Door. I mean, they teased it. They teased it right away when they announced the show. That, you know, it's the Elite and the Bullet Club. Well, we need to have the Elite versus the Bullet Club. We need, and I was surprised we didn't end up having some sort of interaction with Jay White and Adam Cole in the last couple of weeks. And maybe it'll happen this week. You know, I've been saying about the whole Gargano and LeRae will show up this week. Maybe not. Maybe Jay White shows up this week. Maybe Jay White shows up this week, and we have a teasing between a falling out between the Bullet Club and the Elite. So you can have a 6-man of Jay White. I mean, who's even in the Bullet Club right now? Jay White, Juice Robinson, who else? You know, that roster keeps changing so much. Let's see. Profile. Yeah, Tama Tonga is not in it anymore. Chase Owens and Bad Luck Fale are not. Just trying to see here. That's interesting. Brody King is still listed on the New Japan website as being a talent for them. So is Daniel Garcia. So is Kingston. Interesting. How about Hiromu Tanahashi? Or Hiroshi Tanahashi? That Moxley is on there. Yeah, funny. Kota Ibushi technically is. He's the one guy that will not be appearing on that show, unfortunately. That's just, yeah, I forgot about Rocky Romero. Sonata. I mean, good. There are so many. Swerve Strickland is on there too. I mean, we've already seen Tomohiro Ishii. Zack Sabre Jr. I mean, there are just so many different super matches. Will Ospreay, obviously. There are so many dream matches that could happen. But again, let me see. You know, I should know who's in the Bullet Club right now, and I can't. Here, the Bullet Club members. Who is currently in the Bullet Club? Let's see if they've got it listed correctly. Bullet Club Civil War, Jay White's leadership. Here we go, 2022. Okay, Gallows and Anderson rejoined Bullet Club. God is gone. So is it Jay White, Gallows and Anderson, Juice Robinson, and Evil? So realistically, you could have Jay White Yes, I know. I know. The main event is contract signing. You could have Jay White and the Good Brothers taking on Adam Cole and Red Dragon. MVP is so damn good at what he does, isn't he? MVP was trying to give Lashley some sort of a signal there for something. I don't know what. Oh, we're going to get the security, and Omos and Lashley are going to plow their way through the security. They're going to beat them up. All the guys that didn't get their ass kicked by Wardlow last night are going to get it done tonight. And where's MVP? MVP, oh, he's in the corner. I mean, at least they're giving Cedric Alexander something to do. Oh, they're getting the table. No, I didn't see Curtis Axel on Raw. He's actually been trying out as a producer. That is Drew Brees. Let me see it. Let me tilt that. Yeah. Drew. Whoa. Ooh, what was that? That was weird. Lucas, I have no idea who CM Punk is going to lose to because I don't know who his first challenger is going to be. We'll find out on Wednesday. Wow, that was the main event. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Okay, I need to turn this off because I don't care. Ooh, Armageddon's on. Something tells me I need to turn on the local news, though, and depress myself. All right, so, again, the first 75 to 90 minutes of Raw was good, and then it just went downhill again. And they just can't put together a quality show. I would love to see Keith Lee get a shot. Will he be the one to defeat CM Punk? I don't think so. I would have originally said MJF, but who the heck knows? Who really knows at this point? I mean, there are still so many things up in the air. Okay, so the local news is starting off with a drive-by shooting, and of course, you know, the two guys they're showing, young African American men showing gang signs. Like, yeah, that's really good. Let's show pictures of, you know, stereotypical young black men flashing gang signs. Yeah, how are people going to react to that? Not well. Okay, and mom's going to come up, but they're good boys. They're good. Yeah. I'll bet on CM Punk. Who am I going to bet on CM Punk against, though? He will hold that title through the summer. He will definitely hold on to that title through the summer. When he drops it, it will be at All Out. Which, you know, again, we don't know if All Out's going to be in Chicago or not. Oh, speaking of that, for those of you that follow me on TikTok, oh, good grief. I don't even want to talk about this. Man, all right. If you are, okay, I'm going to take a step back from wrestling here, and I'm going to put my dad hat on here real quick. If you are a parent of kids that have access to social media, you need to make sure that you are aware of what your kids are doing on social media. You need to make sure that you have access to their accounts and know what they're doing. Because it is a right as a parent, if you're paying for their phone, if you're paying for their service, if they're living in your house, you have every right to know what they are doing. Because there's too much crap going on right now, coming out of that horrific shooting in Uvalde, Texas 2 weeks ago, that now there are, you know, there's all these copycats. There's people going on social media, you know, telling their friends at school, don't show up tomorrow, I'm going to have a gun, blah, blah, blah. It's not gun control laws. It's not police. It's not anything else. It starts at home, okay? You need to make damn sure you know what your kids are doing and taking care of it at home first. Be a parent. Don't be their friend. Don't be their buddy. Be a parent. You know, if you're my age, you know, when we were growing up, when our parents were growing up, you know, parents would pull out the switch, they'd pull out the belt, they'd pull out the wooden spoon, they'd ground your ass, they would do a lot of other things. But now we've got such a soft society that, oh no, you can't do anything to your children at all. And that's where things have gone wrong. All right. I'm not saying you need to abuse and beat up your children, but damn, you got to lay the law down at some point in time. It all starts at home. Okay. All right. I'm off my soapbox. I'm sorry. I apologize. I had to for that fleeting moment. I apologize. Okay. Real quick here. I don't think Keith Lee will be the first black AEW champion. I think it'll be someplace else or somebody else. And yes, I agree with you. School should be a safe place for kids to go when their parents are going to work. Absolutely. I agree with you 100%. That's why I'm thankful my children go to the schools that they go to. I mean, nothing is perfect. You never know what could happen. But then again, you know, I'm sure the parents of that school in Uvalde, Texas, thought their kids were safe. And, you know, tragically, they weren't. All right. I'm going to get going, everybody. Back to work tomorrow. So thank you very much. greatly appreciate all the likes. Thank you for tuning in. I don't know how we went. Did I set people off so much that we went from 100 viewers immediately down to 5? How the heck does that work? Or were people just scrolling through and they're looking to see what's going on? Oh, we see a guy with a whole bunch of Captain America stuff. Oh, crap, he's talking wrestling. We're out. Is that what ended up happening? I'm okay with it. I'm fine with it. All right. Have a great night, everybody. We will. Oh, cool. The wonderful people at Great Lakes Surf Project were just on the news. I like that. I like these guys. I like Great Lakes Surf Project. I may have to go back and rewind this and see what he was saying on there. All right, very cool. I will be back tomorrow night. We'll come on live at some point in time during NXT tomorrow night. I'm not sure what time. Got to get back onto the regular schedule here, but hey, we are up to day number 90. Sorry, it's backwards on TikTok. Day 90. We're 10 days away from 100. Yeah. Hard to believe, it just seemed like yesterday that we had just gotten into double digits, and now we're up to 90 days. Wow. All right. Thank you. You guys have a great week as well. I will be back again tomorrow night. Don't forget, please, like this video, please. It really does help with the algorithms, with things, with people being able to find it. Obviously, we're seeing more and more new people popping in here on a daily basis, which is a great thing. If you've been watching for a while and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. Would greatly appreciate it. Max Dupree. Oh, yeah. But I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Have a good night, everybody, and we will talk tomorrow. And we'll see if we have any new updates on MJF and other things in the world of wrestling. All right, we'll talk to you tomorrow.